powered by Riverside.
Welcome to the Vehicle City Sound Podcast. This is volume 2025, episode number 34. Our air date is Thursday, August 21st, 2025. I am your host, C. Willie, joined again this week by the wonderful and talented
Butter Peep.
She still has not kicked me out. I'm doing something right. I'm happy about that. We have a very special guest this week. Michael Wayne Dill is joining us on the show. Michael, thank you for joining us, buddy.
Pleasure.
Well, and we got to start this out right away. I gotta, the elephant is in the room. We both are fortunate enough to have been nominated for Josie Awards. And for those folks that don't know, the Grammys, everybody's familiar with. The Josie Awards are basically for all of the rest of us independents that are out there trying to fight for it every day. And we were very fortunate, Vehicle City Sound, to be nominated for a Josie Award. But then we started talking to you, and we feel very insignificant.
Well, do not feel that way. Do not feel that way at all.
Because you have 8 of them, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
It's a huge feat just to nominate. So
it really is. And you were talking to us before we got started. How many total entries?
It was a little over 80,000 this year.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Can you imagine 80,000 entries?
Wow.
And you were one that nominated. So that's awesome.
Got 8 of them. And that's incredible. So, and we're going to look forward to seeing you down there. We're going to be down there and we've got a special program that we'll be talking to you about here soon. And folks, we'll kind of let the cat out of the bag. We're going to be getting together with our good friend John Eason there in Nashville, and have all of the folks, and there are 17 of our guests who have got Josie Awards. We're going to have a special program while we're down there ahead of the Josies. And
that's
Michael,
awesome.
I hope you'll be able to join us as well.
It would be an honor to do it.
All right. Sir, you have been doing this for a little while. Tell us a little bit about the history of your music career. What got you into it? Where's it been going?
Well, I tell you what, I have always had a deep love for music, even from the younger years, because I was born in 1969.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to, catch the 70s, that craze of the 70s, man. I mean, there was so much talent out at that time, but
no question.
I would probably say even then, at that early age, around 2 or 3, when I was just toddling around, I mean, CCR was my favorite band, man. Whatever song came on the CCR, I was toddling around, and my mom can tell you, man, I was just belting it out then. So, at a young age, I had it in my blood, but I didn't really get serious with it until my dad moved. I was born in Dixon, Tennessee. And around December of 1983, Dad moved us here to Virginia.
Okay.
The Lynchburg area of Dr. Falwell town.
All right.
Liberty University.
Yeah.
Of course, at that time, it was Liberty College. Everything was kind of small, just kind of branching out. But it was still big for us because, I came from a class of maybe 5 or 6 people. The whole school was maybe 200.
Oh my goodness!
At most, counting elementary. It was a private Christian school, in Clarksville, Tennessee, where we were living. At. And then moving here, it was about as many as there was in the whole school was just in my class.
Yeah.
So you can imagine trying to adjust to a big high school, coming in your 9th grade year too. It was halfway through the year.
Oh yeah.
December of 1983. So I mean, but that's really when my music. That when it started to really talk to me, and it was kind of weird because, being in a Christian school, we went to church and everything. Dad was, studying. He was a pastor before he had moved here, and he was getting his seminary degree and all that good stuff, counseling, stuff like that. But we were I was starting to get involved with the youth. I finally got used to getting used to how big everything was. And then one day I was walking. I was in school, and the youth pastor, his name was Randy Smith, was walking down. And we were walking like this, passing each other. And he goes, "You're the new guy, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, we just moved here." And he's kind of running through the, where I was from. He goes, "So I bet you're a singer, aren't you?" And I was like, "How? Well, I kind of like the idea of singing. I don't know how good I am." He goes, "You follow me." And he had an office in an old house across from Thomas Road Church, and walked me over there. And he started pecking on the keyboard. He wanted to see what where I was as far as tenor, bass, or whatever. And he goes, "Oh, you're a tenor. We need tenors." And so he talked me into joining the group. It was a youth group. They were called the Young Believers there. And that's kind of where it all started. I actually got to go into the recording studio, because, Thomas Road was a big time thing then.
Sure.
They had the old time gospel hour. So they had studios, they had all kinds of stuff. So I got my first recording studio experience then. And I was like, oh man, I was really hooked then. But I didn't really start writing until I graduated.
Okay.
And then when I graduated, it was in '87. I was kind of course, then was hair metal days,
Uh-huh.
So,
yes.
I was into
Stadium
the hair
rock
metal
bands everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And so I kind of started out singing rock music, and then I ended up with a band called Aphasia, and a good buddy, the guitarist, and he and I became really good friends, and we wrote the song "Midnight Calls," which you're going to play now. However, that song was written in '91. It was written as a metal song. But Andy has been hounding me for all these years up till now and says, "Are you ever going to do a country version?" And I'm like, "A country version? I just can't see myself doing a country version." I said, "But maybe I'll do like a light rock, maybe Southern rock kind of, vibe or something." And he's like, "Okay, I don't care. Just do it." So we did it, and it turned out great. I even got him to do, when you hear the lead guitar in it, I got him to do the lead guitar in it. So he got to have a part in it as well. But it's doing really well streaming wise, and
I absolutely love that.
Hear.
And this is one of the fun things about what we do with this show is we get to hear the backstories on these songs.
Yeah, exactly.
And so here's a song from 1991.
Yes,
that we're
91
tonight, and this is the new version. This is the revision.
Yes, the revision in a softer format.
Well, tell us a little bit about the background of the song.
Well, the song is, if you look at the way it's written, it's not MIDNIGHT like it's supposed to be.
Sure.
It's MIDNITE because basically it's a symbolism of a girl that I knew at the time, and she was always mysterious to me. She always, at that time, I was young, and but I wanted the music, but then you're just torn at that age.
Sure.
Being that young. But I was like, she's mysterious though, and I kind of wanted to just ignore her, but I couldn't. So I was kind of like under her spell. So that's kind of how the song came about. Because whenever Andy's like, "Well, what are you talking about midnight for?" And then I explained it to him. He's like, "Oh, okay, we got something here." So that's basically, it's about a woman,
And does she know this, that you wrote this about her?
She does not know. To this day, I doubt she knows, because I have not seen this girl since way back then. I mean, if I were to see her, I probably wouldn't even recognize her, to be honest.
Well, let's
she influenced me at the time, and she became a song.
Let's hope she's listening, and let's hope she now finds out.
Maybe she will.
Midnight Calls from Michael Wayne Dill is about her.
Exactly.
Let's give it a listen, folks.
Flying higher than a kite without a string. These feelings move me, so to her my soul I bring. When I get near her, feel this aching hunger. In her eyes, I see the signs that tell me danger. She compels me, draws me closer to her. My pulse starts racing. This time I must give in to her. When midnight calls, make my move towards her when midnight calls. My soul, she will devour when midnight calls. She's gonna tear me apart when midnight calls. I make my move before she breaks my heart. Can't keep my mind from racing with secrets that pass through. It boils my blood just to think if they were true. I want her so badly now, her body's talking to me. She beckons to me, and she longs to be set free. When she's looking at me with love so divine, it pulls me to the floor, crossing that danger line when midnight calls. I make my move towards her when midnight calls. My soul, she will devour when midnight calls. She's gonna tear me apart when midnight calls. I make my move before she breaks my heart.
Yeah,
Wow.
we like that.
That is so good. Wow. So
Michael
when
Wayne
you,
Dill. Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead, Corey.
By the way, that is nominated this year. That's one of my nominations. So let's hope we get a win.
It's going to be a winner.
I hope so. If not, hey, like I said, the nomination is quite the thing to be proud of. But yeah, I know Andy's super excited too, so he's anxious as well. So we can't wait till was it November this year? I think November
2nd. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
2nd. There we go. Okay, I knew
Yeah.
it was somewhere thereabouts. Every year it's like it gets later and later.
It does.
I think they
Quarter
like
peep, you had a thought there. What was that?
well, I was just thinking about, I can picture, this song being hard rock, and you turn it into country, but yet it felt like you still kept it a little original of where
Yeah.
you were
I
thinking
tried
it.
to. Yeah, I tried to. In fact, I tried to. If you kind of notice, the sound, it's got a little bit of the, that static kind of, like you would expect. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to stray too far, but at the same time, I wanted to lighten it just a wee bit.
Well, it's,
But,
I thought the exact same thing that Quarter Peep is saying. It still has that 91 rock sound.
there we go.
It really does.
Yeah, it does.
And that guitar solo is epic. It's
Oh, yeah, Andy's phenomenal.
Andy nailed what we listened to in 91.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
There's no
Without
question.
a doubt. Without a,
All right.
You know what's? Let me add another fun if I can.
Absolutely.
That song, we entered into a competition, and of course that was the 91 version. And we won the contest. That got the eye of Sony. I think it was Sony, one of the big record companies at that time. But of course, the timing, as you know, anybody who was around 91, 92, if you came in at that point, it was like you were in the door, then you were suddenly shoved out.
Yeah.
Grunge was coming in.
So many bands.
So we were like that close to getting signed. I mean, we were offered it, and then it was like a week later, it was off the table. It was like,
Yeah.
But hey, that says a lot in itself right there too.
It does.
So,
It absolutely does. That's right up there with all of the bands that we know from that decade.
Goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You could hear the influence for sure.
Yes, no question. All righty, folks, we're going to take a quick break. We are going to come right back with Michael Wayne Dill.
Can't take your purse into the show? Here's a safe and convenient alternative. Wallet Buckle. They're super stylish, convenient, and very safe. Go to walletbuckle.com and check them out. And if you enter the coupon code QuarterPeep, you get 15% off your order. That's walletbuckle.com.
Welcome back to the Vehicle City Sound Podcast. We are with Michael Wayne Dill. We just got an education in 90s rock. We're fired up about that. Michael, you've been very busy of late. You've got a lot of things going on. How are you handling it?
I tell you what, it really is mind-boggling at times. But you know how I handle it. I've got a good woman, and you can appreciate this yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got yourself a good. Behind every great man's an even greater woman, and that's exactly what I have.
No question.
I was blessed by the good Lord above to have the woman that I have, and she actually reignited the fire in me, because I had I'll touch a little bit on this later, but I think I went, it was like 15, 16 years, not even singing, not doing nothing to do with music, before I met her. And when I met her, she remembered me because we knew each other. She saw me, and we went to the same school.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a senior. She was in the 8th grade. She wasn't quite in high school yet.
Sure.
But in fact, one of the songs off of the album was said that very thing. How I had no idea who she was, and she was like, "I'm going to marry that boy one day." And then later down the road we meet. But I was like 15, 16 years not even singing, nothing to do with music. And
That's
then she
amazing.
brought that back. She goes, "I remember you being strong in music, and you had a gift. You're going to start doing that again." And she brought the fire back in me, man.
That's amazing.
Michael, Quarter Peep did the exact same thing for me. We were going to let this show go away.
All right.
I was ready to be done with it. And Quarter Peep said, "No, you love music. You love independent artists. Let's keep this going." And here we are. And we redid what the show is. And here we are talking to you. And
Wow.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's awesome. You
Yeah.
guys are so awesome. I really appreciate it. Coming from me personally, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Tell us a little bit about what your creative process is. So you're going to write a song, and over your shoulder right now is a poster that says "Rec, Edit, Share." I'm assuming record, edit,
Right.
share. What does it look like when you're putting a song together?
You know what? A lot of people, well, I say a lot of people, everybody has different ways of doing things. Is there really a secret formula? No, because everybody gets inspired differently. But, every song that I do, what comes first is the music. Believe it or not, music. Some people say it's a set of lyrics, and sometimes in the case that does work. And I'll explain that to you in a little bit when I talk about, I've got a duo project that I'm currently working on as well. But basically, it's the music that I hear first. I'll even go, and what I use is, being a solo artist, a lot of times I record a rough track with just acoustic.
Mhm.
Just get a basic, format of how I'm going to do it, a progression.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go to what I use a software called Band in the Box. And, it has drums, it has everything that you need pretty much, and then some. And I'll use that to orchestrate what I kind of want. And then I'll send that to, sometimes I'll work with, sometimes I keep what I got, but sometimes I'll I work with a guy, John, he owns Tune Designer in Alabama. Not Alabama, Covington, Georgia is where he's at. And I'll get them to record it in the studio and send it back to me. And then I do all the vocals and everything else here. But, most of the time it's the music. I'll just have the music, and I even have it arranged. These are the verses. These are the chorus. This is the pre-chorus, or this is the bridge, or whatever. And then I'll go, okay, now it's time to write lyrics. And I'll say, well, where does this music take me? But here lately, my wife Angie's been writing a lot of stuff, because she has become quite the writer herself. She's like, well, you know what, you could. I like what you did there, but you could do this and make it even better. And I was like, You know what? You're gonna be my producer from here on out. So she produces everything. I'm telling
There you
you,
go.
man.
Oh,
When
that's
the
awesome.
good Lord gave me one, He gave me a good one.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's basically it. For the most part, I start with the music and then I go with lyrics. But sometimes it's different. But most of the time, that's how it works every week.
Do you find it's a quick process? Do you have some that sit on the shelf for a while?
Yes, some are fast, but I think the fastest song I've ever, how some people are like, yeah, I sat down 30 minutes and wrote that, or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But for me, I think the fastest I've ever done one is probably maybe a day, and I say a day, like a 12-hour day or something like that.
Sure.
Maybe that's the fastest I've ever done. But then I've got some like The Rest of Your Life, man, that thing sat on the shelf for probably a couple of years before it, became something. It's just all about inspiration, and you don't know when that's going to hit, And sometimes you go through slumps where you just like, I just want nothing to do with it right now, So, but it is what it is. But I it's all inspiration. Yeah.
Michael, you are my new favorite guest.
Stop
because every single time we're talking about something, you set up the next song that's coming, because the next one that we've got queued is "Rest of My Life."
Do that.
Tell me about "Rest of My Life."
Rest of My Life is, most everything that I write will be an inspiration for my wife somehow, because she made such a big impact on my life.
That's cool, buddy. That's so.
But
cool.
yeah. Basically, it's talking about that. I want to grow old with her. She's that special to me, and so that's basically what the song's about. Growing old with someone.
All righty, let's listen to this one. It's Michael Wayne Dill's "Rest of My Life."
Baby, if you ever feel how love has run out, and life has you feeling unloved, just know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, baby, I'm here for you. For the rest of my life, baby, you pray that this song means wonders to you, that it reaches the depths of your soul, chases the wind and blues.
That's Michael Wayne Dill's Rest of My Life. And I'll tell you something, Michael, I am glad your wife talked you into going back into music, because that's a fantastic song.
Me too.
And what great vocals too. The
Thank you
vocals
so much.
really, really stand out in that. It's a beautiful song.
Thank you. Now, Quarter Peep, are you an entertainer yourself?
Okay.
I mean, you look like you can command a stage.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So I
I'll be
mean,
your backup dancer.
there we go. Hey, we can do it.
You know she likes it when she gets going like that, and your music is
That's a good sign.
Obviously done that.
Thank you.
So you've been very busy. We've talked a little bit about that. Where do folks find you? What's your socials? All the folks. Where can we find you out there performing so we can go see you?
Gotcha. The best. Linktree was an awesome invention. Whoever thought of that idea? I mean, because basically, that's where all your links are.
Sure.
So that's probably the best way to do it is to find me on Linktree, and either that or Facebook. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than Facebook. And Facebook's pretty easy to find. Just Michael Wayne Dill, and there it is. And you can find all the links there as well. But I've also have a website, and that's pretty easy. mwdcountrymusic.com. But the Linktree, if you're familiar with Linktree, you always put the Linktree in front of it, and then it's like Linktree / or whatever, and then it's Michael Wayne Dill Music. So I mean, it's pretty simple stuff.
All right.
But pretty much every platform out there, you'll find me there, Michael Wayne Dill.
Well, and I'm a little nervous, and I have to admit this to you. We were on your website leading into the show, and you have a drop down there that is merch.
Oh,
and Quarter Peep has threatened my credit card as soon as we're done recording this show.
I hear you.
Because she said, I want that, and I want that, and I want that, and I want that.
I hear you. Well, thank you, Quarter Peep.
You're welcome.
But yeah, you can go broke fast. You really could, especially nowadays. That's
well, I'll tell you what, boss. You've got some awesome merch there, and
thank you.
Even more than that, you've got awesome music, and we've got one more queued up, and this is "Way That I Want You," and I want to hear the backstory on this one.
"Way That I Want You." That's a duet that I did with her name's Tennille. Now, I did a duet with her sister, Desiree. Desiree is who I met first. And then of course, then I met Tennille. And of course, meeting Desiree, she was like, oh, Tennille, she's the best singer, So she just kind of led into it. And Tennille she's completely awesome. But, that song is another one that I sat on for a while. I was originally going to do it with another female artist. And then that female artist just kind of got real busy.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, she's a great vocalist. It would have been a great song, but it wouldn't have been what it is now. So, I mean, things happen for a reason. But I sat on that song for, probably at least as long as the rest of my life. Probably
no kidding.
Years. And we made a few minor changes when Tennille and I went into the studio as far as arrangement. But other than that, it pretty much stayed the same. But yeah, she brought that song to life, man.
Oh, it's a wonderful one. Yeah,
that song, and there's another song that she did that we got 2 different nominations with her, and of course the song is pretty much self-explanatory, and it's basically another song inspired by my wife, but it is what it is. I write about inspiration, and my wife inspires me.
That's the best kind. That is the best kind. This is "Way That I Want You," Michael Wayne Dill.
I'm not supposed to feel this way. Some time ago, a promise was made. I swore a vow to someone else other than you. But ever since we met in town, my heart and head's been spinning around. Should I say anything at all this up and down? If I never tell you from the fear you say no, then how in the Please don't think it forward or a little too breath. Time is of essence, so soon it will pass. So please won't you tell me how you feeling it too, the way that I want you. Shouldn't be so hard to move on. The way he treated me, no doubt love was gone. And that look in your eyes, saying it can't go wrong. If I never tell you, but the fear you say no, then how in the hell are you ever gonna know that I want you? Is there a chance that you feel it too? Please don't think it forward or a little too breath. Time is of essence, so soon it will pass. So please won't you tell me how you feeling it too, the way that I want you. We built all these walls, we gotta break through. So how are we supposed to get through? If I never tell you from the fear you say no, how in the hell are you ever gonna know that I want you? Are you feeling it too? Please don't think it forward or a little too breath. Time is of essence, so soon it will pass. So please won't you tell me, are you feeling it too, the way that I want you?
Yes, sir. That is Michael Wayne Dill's Way That I Want You. Another tremendous song. Love that.
Thank you. Quarter Peep has approved it once again.
Yes, I did. Let's go.
You know you have the endorsement. Michael, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Hey, Quarter Peep, who do we have coming up next?
Yes, with a local, Chad Flores.
Oh, Muskegon's own. We're looking forward to that. Hey, I think that's a wrap on tonight's show. Michael Wayne Dill, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you being here.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
For all of you out there in podcast land that have been supporting us, we appreciate everything you've done. We appreciate all of the love that we've received. And hey, if you know of another artist like Michael Wayne Dill that you would like us to talk to, please drop us an email, vehiclecitysound@gmail.com. We're out and about. We're doing a number of things around the Midwest and joining Michael in Nashville this November for the Josie Awards. That's a little pat on both of our backs. And you too, sir. But vehiclecitysound.com is the website. You know where we're going to be. We appreciate it again from everybody. And hey, listen, be good.